It's an interpretive dance to lead off. Representing family life with a young man and a young woman, and welcoming a young child. Dance representing some of the trials of life and the difficulties of family life.
Mi nombre es Erika de Bustro. Le presento a mi familia, mi esposo Rogelio, nuestro hijo mayor del mismo nombre, nuestra primera hija Alison, seguida de las más traviesas
or rather the interpretive dance representing the tree of life and the stages of life. We hear testimony from Erika de Bustro on married life. My name is Erika de Bustro. I introduce you to my family. My husband, Rogelio, our oldest son, with the same name, our first daughter, Allison, followed by the rascals of the house, Maria and Inez. Inez is the youngest and is only 2 years and 8 months old. We feel blessed by God for our family and our 22 years of marriage. I had 5 pregnancies, one of which was embryonic. At 42, I didn't expect it, but God had other plans for my family. It was a high-risk pregnancy. At the 17th week, the doctor confirmed Down syndrome. In the second trimester of my pregnancy, I fell ill. I fell. Perhaps that fall was an anticipation of what I would have to live through later to support our daughter in her development, to become an independent person and part of our society. Throughout the pregnancy, we abandoned ourselves in the hands of God and asked for His will to be done. Within us, we had the hope that our daughter would be born healthy, but we accepted the will of God. We accepted the will of the Lord with love. It costs us parents, for various reasons, to accept the arrival of a child with some illness or disability. When our daughter was born, we decided to love her with all our heart, without making any differences with the other children, who in turn welcomed her with great love. We thank God for the birth of Inez, a name we chose in honor of Saint Agnes, who at a young age became a martyr for love of Christ and is the patron saint of young people, of the promises of brides, and also a sign of purity. Testimonies we hear at the beginning of the vigil this evening narrate how we have all been called to life, how our life is maintained through following Christ, who calls us. With each testimony, the dance pauses briefly, and at the conclusion continues once again. The call to follow Christ is a source of tension in our lives. Now we hear a witness, a testimony from Alfredo Martinez Andrion.
A los 7 años de edad me bautizaron, luego hice mi primera comunión, fui monaguillo y recibí la confirmación en la parroquia Virgen de Fátima. Hay muchas tentaciones que nos buscan apartarnos de la voz de Dios.
I was born in Cologne in the Republic of Panama. I'm 20 years old and the eldest of 7 brothers. When I was 7, I was baptized and then I made my first communion. I was an altar boy and I received confirmation. At 16, the economic situation of my family was critical. Sometimes we didn't even have food. I had to leave school and start working on the construction of roads with my father. But then that project was over and things took a different turn. I was unable to go to school, I had no employment, I was without work, I started taking drugs, and I didn't go to church. Over time, the drug world took me to prison where I served a year. Once I got out, I tried to improve, but without the help of specialists, it was impossible. I returned to drug use, and the problems continued. A part of my family rejected me. I tried to find a way out with the crucifix in my hand. I arrived at the Fundación San Juan Pablo II, where I found a home, support, and something very important: brothers and sisters who encouraged me on my way to resocialization. They taught me to trust in God and through Him to trust in others. This faith helps me today to continue my journey and not to lose hope. And now I'm here fighting for my family since I'm their only financial support. I want to tell you, young people in the world, that God loves us and never abandons us. We are the masters of our actions, but if we are with God, everything will be fine.
Quisiera decirle a los jóvenes del mundo que Dios nos ama y nunca nos abandona. Somos dueños de nuestros propios actos. Pero si estamos con Dios, todo va a salir bien. No teman en decirle a Jesús: hágase en mí según tu palabra.
represents the trials of going through life and finding oneself enslaved to sin. And we see the young man. The young man's life acted out in song and dance. The young man begins to realize something is wrong, and he begins to try to move away from evil. He begins to remove. He takes up the crucifix and the rosary, but leaves it lying on the ground because he does not feel worthy to embrace that life. Various people of goodwill, including his parents, approach him. They take the rosary and the crucifix and try to give it back to him, but still he does not feel worthy. And he sees the evil that is trying to seduce him again, and is in doubt as to where to go. Biblical phrases, and here we see, "Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Do not be discouraged, for I am your God," from Isaiah. The good people who come to help the young man, who lift up the rosary and the crucifix. We have our third witness, their testimony. For those of you listening in on the radio, the whole scene is punctuated by the sun going down over the park. A stirring presentation. Embraces the crucifix and the rosary. Begins to approach his parents once again.
No sé si soñaba, no sé si dormía, y la voz de un ángel dijo que te diga, celebra la vida. Piensa libremente, ayuda a la gente, y lo que quieras, lucha y sé paciente. Lleva poca carga, a nada te aferres, porque en este mundo nada es para siempre. Búscate una estrella que sea tu guía, no hieras a nadie, reparte alegría. Celebra la vida, que nada se guarda, que todo te brinda. Celebra la vida, segundo a segundo, y todos los días. Y si alguien te engaña, al decir te quiero, pon más leña al fuego y empieza de nuevo. No dejes que caigan tus sueños al suelo.
Songs celebrating life.
Más cerca está el cielo. Grita contra el odio, contra la mentira, que la guerra es muerte y la paz es vida.
Various witnesses are able to go and visit with the Holy Father and introduce themselves. Receive a present from the Holy Father.
Segundo a segundo y todos los días celebra la vida y deja en la tierra tu mejor semilla. Celebra la vida, celebra la vida.